Hi everyone, welcome to my first video. So today I've decided that I want to talk about Muslim women in the workforce. So, shout out to all my sisters out there who are working their butt off, being independent, making money, building themselves up and building up their career. I truly understand how hard it was to get to that position, and I know the struggles you face to get to where you are. And I kind of want to touch base on that. I want to shed some light on it because I don't think many people truly understand the struggles that we face. So right off the bat, there are three different different forms of discrimination that we face. Being young, of course, especially, trying to get into the workforce, it's extremely hard. You don't have much experience, you're just out of uni, and it's really hard to get your foot into the door. That's just the first step. The second step is being a woman. And unfortunately, there's a lot of subconscious bias. So, I'm not talking about people out there who are openly saying that women are less than men or that men are better than women and so on. They're not even worth the energy to acknowledge. Let's just put them on the side. I'm talking about the people who are being biased subconsciously, who aren't even aware that what they're doing is bias. So I was reading up on some studies, and there have been a number of studies done here in Australia, but the two that really caught my eye were done in America. Of course, all the studies linked to the same thing and came to the same conclusion, that there's a subconscious bias in gender towards women and in the workforce. So I'll run you through these two experiments that were done. The first one was done with a group of 527 participants. They divided them into two groups and made them watch a video about a business pitch. So this video had the same pictures, had the same information, everything was absolutely identical. The only changing variable was one was voiced by a male and one was voiced by a female. At the end of the video, they were asked to rate whether or not this pitch was worth funding or not. And they found that the one that was funded by the one that was voiced by the man had 68% rate of worth being funded. The one that was voiced by the female had a 32%. And again, they are completely the same. Nothing has changed except one is presented by a male and one is presented by a female voiceover as well. So imagine if the woman was actually there presenting it. I wonder if her rates would drop even more. I don't know, but this just shows that there was a subconscious bias that just by hearing a male's voice, you automatically assume it's more successful or what he's doing might be more correct. The next study was conducted and it was based on professors, so professors from chemistry, physics, and bio. And these professors had to look at applications for undergraduate students applying for a position of laboratory manager. So the applications were identical. Nothing changed except the name on the application. One was a man and one was a female. That's the only thing that changed. The professors were asked to rate them on four things: hireability, competency, the salary that they would give them, and the amount of mentoring that they would provide. Unfortunately, majority of the professors rated the men significantly more competent and significantly more hireable than the females. They also started off the males on a higher salary and more providing more mentoring, simply because it was a man's name instead of a female's name. And also, it was proven that it didn't matter whether the professor was a male or a female. So even the female professors had this bias towards women. And this is something that I think we should really highlight, that even women can be biased towards other women. And that really upsets me because we have it hard enough as it is. We don't want to be bringing each other down, and we're fighting other battles. We should be supporting each other whenever we can and kind of building each other up. But I guess it's subconscious. So all we can do from that is be mindful, switch on a bit more, and pay attention to the little things that we do, whether it's automatically assuming the doctor's a man or the engineer is a man, or assuming that the admin would be a female. These little things that we do without even noticing, and we just do it on a daily basis. I think we just really need to just switch on to it a bit more. And then on top of the age bias, then the gender, add on top of that wearing the scarf and being Muslim. It definitely is sometimes a lot for a person to handle. This whole big mix is a lot for them to kind of take in and be alright with. I've been there. I've gone through hundreds of I've applied hundreds of times and received hundreds of rejection emails. The phone interviews are always good. They don't have a problem there. It's usually when they see me, and that's when the issue arises. I do want to say though, what kept me going was that I wanted to break down the stereotype that they have of Muslim women. They automatically believe that as Muslims, or Muslim women, we are uneducated, we are not allowed to work, that we have no say in a lot of things, and that we are just locked up at home. And this drove me crazy. And this is what kept me going. This is what fueled me to keep going, is that I wanted to prove the stereotype incorrect. And I will continue to do so. I think that's why I fought my way into university. I finished my postgraduate. I'm trying to build my way up in whatever career I can, because I need to prove this stereotype wrong. And to all the ladies out there who are struggling in the same situation, keep fighting, keep building yourself. You will get there in the end. You really, really will. Every rejection, and I know it's hard to stay positive when you are receiving a lot of rejection, but learn from each one, whatever you can. I know sometimes it's just an email and you can't learn much from it, but when you do get any opportunities to learn from a situation, or just try to keep your confidence up. Keep encouraging yourself, because you need it, and they can read your confidence, and you need to be confident when you're going for these interviews, when you are fighting all these stereotypes. I just want to say though, I am fortunate enough to finally get the job I wanted. However, I am in a bit of a different situation. I'm now experiencing discrimination from the other side. So I work as a HR and culture advisor, and that involves me doing a lot of interviews for middle-aged men. They do not like that I'm a woman and that I'm Muslim and I'm this young, and I'm saying whether or not they're competent for the job. It drives them crazy, and you can see it on their faces. I've had a couple backlash and voice their anger when I rejected them, and attack my cultural attire, as they addressed it. And I've had men openly not even look at me when I ask them a question, and kind of ignore my presence in the middle of an interview, even though I'm the one asking. So look, we are going to face it, but when I'm in this situation, it makes me feel powerful that these men are intimidated by my position. And that keeps me going. That keeps me feeling positive. It's like, yes, I am in this position because of my education and my experience and my abilities. And I'm here because these employers trust my decision making. And they know that the decision I'm making for who we hire is correct. Even if that means I am rejecting a number of middle-aged men who believe that they're perfect for their role. So I just want to say, stay positive, stay strong. I want to hear about your experiences, things that you have gone through, how you overcome them. And if you have any other topics you'd like to discuss, leave a message or leave a comment. Thanks, guys.